It's in the game.
What's up, guys? I'm finally getting into in-game updates for EA FC Mobile, and what better way than to start with the all-new EA Sports FC Mobile 2027 beta update. We're going to go through the entire experience together, so you have all your questions answered. Before we begin, remember to like, share and subscribe for all latest information related to game updates, latest redeem codes, and also so you can know when I'm live so you can hop in with your review requests and 1v1 challenges. Now let's get into it. It has asked me to sign in as guest because, in simple words, this is a trial version for the upcoming update. Absolutely love the new spinner. Right off the bat I can say that there are some major graphic updates done here. Now I will enter my name as on my channel and original EA account as well. And that is Cyber Romario. Okay, we're in, and we get to see the news as we normally would on the current version. The first thing we see is the gameplay update. If anyone has already seen the recent live video for EA FC Mobile, they did confirm that an update related to game plans would be coming. In the past we had defensive, balanced and attack as three modes we could switch between during gameplay. However, that has changed and we'll go through it later on in the video. Now we see news related to the Gauntlet mode. Briefly, you have to complete a series of matches using the players you have, and your players have a limit to how many matches they play, which means once the limit is exhausted, you need to replace that player in order to play the next match. We'll deep dive into this too, when we are a little ahead into the video. We get to claim players as a gift once we log in, but don't get too excited. These players are only limited to this beta version and do not magically appear in your regular account, even though I really wish that happens. Wowzers! This is impossible in a regular version, but I can immediately see different playstyles on these players. So let's go through the ones I believe are different. Let me know in the comments if I miss any. Here is Driven Lob Through. This playstyle indicates the player is good at performing a lofted through ball at a higher speed. This is a nice one, Incisive Through Pass. This playstyle indicates the player is good at finding weak spot in defenses and sends a through ball to cut the defense. Note that it can be grounded and slightly lofted too. This one is for the free kick farmers out there. Dead Ball. This playstyle indicates the player is good at direct free kicks and boosted accuracy and shot speed. This one is aggression and precision at its peak. Slide Tackle. This playstyle indicates that the player slides a little more distance, performs and recovers from it faster than others. Super excited that they are bringing back Star Scouts, but this time it's way more riskier. Why, you ask? That is because you will have to use your shards to reveal the players, and then a whopping 40,000 shards to claim. Minor animation updates have been made to loaders and spinner, etc. While they are minor, they definitely go a long way for in-game experience. Moving into the club section, let's get to know what changes have been made here. Since they have added game plans, the option related to formations has been removed from the team editing section in the club. Now here's where the game plans can be edited and saved for your future games. What I love about this is that the system is now giving a summary of the strengths and weaknesses of a team. Additionally, if we try to set up a game plan, it gives us two new mentality modes, named Ultra Attack and Ultra Defense. As an example, I have selected the 4-3-3 holding formation, and as you can see, there's been slight changes in the summary. All I need to do now is hit the Activate button to save the setting. Here's another change in the format of selecting kit number. Additionally, there's a change in the format of selecting the appearance as well. This is great and I personally feel it's much more user-friendly. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Let's get into play and see what updates are made there. We will get into live events first so we can know more about the new mode update. Love that they have called it Gauntlet Mode. Sounds like it's going to be quite difficult but fun. Our friend Bellingham is here to guide us. He says that every round we win, we collect stars which are later claimed for a grand reward. The first match here is at a very low OVR. Let's do this one first. Every round we play has tasks as usual, but they also have certain buffs, or in other words advantage or disadvantage, to earn more points. This means completing the specific buff can either reward you or add another task. Additionally, as I said initially, each player has a certain limit to their usage in each game, which means if that's exhausted you will not be able to use that player again for that session. Let's play a game now to see if we can spot any changes there. On the bottom right, it shows the formation selected by opponent team. In the mission section, it now says traits. As soon as we kick off, it shows dotted lines on the pitch. This then highlights as soon as we are inside the section. Note that it also shows X2, which indicates double points for scoring. Just had to score with him. That was not me. I can't shout like that. Anyways, this is very interesting. The replay or highlight of the goal seems to be much smoother than normal. Also, the positioning leg does not go through the ball like the past. Great job, EA. Notice on the top right, instead of saying defense, attack or balanced, it now shows you the exact gameplay you have preset and can swap between them. Now let's skip to the Gauntlet Mode screen since everything else seems to be the same. So after completion of the game we earn the stars mentioned earlier, and the second round also unlocks. Depending on the amount of stars we collect, we get higher rewards. And for this time, we are getting 1,000 shards as a reward. Now here's the example of player usage exhaustion. Since we already used Emilio, his usage is exhausted and we now need to replace him to proceed to the next round. So the best thing to do is begin with the lower level players you have in your team, and the higher the difficulty the better the players you use. You can also auto-recommend if you have a fully goated player collection. LOL. There's a specific limited beta challenge as well which seems pretty basic, and does not require to deep dive into. So moving on. Here we see what the opponent OVR looks like in Gauntlet Mode. This goes up to a maximum of 122 OVR. Judging by the thumbnail of each match, we can guess that we will be facing players from those events. This is critical knowledge. Let us now check for any changes made to the Division Rivals section. The only ones made available to test in beta is H2H and Manager Mode. Reward per match says X 7500 shards, but remember to not get our hopes high. In fact, all the information present in this video is subject to change as per EA's decisions. All I'm doing here is saving you the trouble of going through it. Not many people talk about the heating issues when playing H2H or Manager Mode. I set it to the max and my IQ 015 seems to be doing fine. Let me know in the comments what setting and how your game is doing. Until then, Cyber Romario, out.